G'day guys, welcome to another Tuesday night in the Man Cave. Tonight what we got going on is I have a bit of a chat about the new Royal Enfield Himalayan. It's just arrived in Australia. You can actually buy the bike now. I just have a bit of a chat and run through. I'm actually bore the shit out of you, but what you guys think, interested in what you guys think about it being a cheap adventure bike, level entry type of stuff. Anyway, you'll see that coming up. That's coming up next. Jack's from Posty Notes pops into Bendigo, stays a couple of days here. She has a drone, so we take the drones out, go to Malden. What the hell is the dog doing? You right? Off to Malden, do some footage at the dragline, an old bloody train and a bit of other stuff, so that's coming up. What the hell are you doing? Here. You okay? Can I do the video? You sure? Thanks. We've got 3 stickers for the sticker board. What else we do? Yeah, Jack's on the back. She's travels along in a van thing, and on the back she has the rack and roll to put her postie bike on. And this dog is driving me crazy. Stop rooting your bed and you won't cough. The rack and roll, so we show that how that works, and also she has that jack strap thing, so it's a pulley system, so we've got to do a bit of a video on that. And I think the last thing we've got is me and Nate taking off at night time in the Jeep and going and getting some pellets from Bunnings. Alright, so what was the first thing we were doing? Let's talk about the Himalayan. Alright guys, so we've got the Royal Enfield Himalayan, or if you live in India, I think they call them the Himalayan. Now, yeah, we all know the Royal Enfield. They've got their Bullets, their bloody Continental GTs, their classics. It's the Bullet 500, and then they've got a 350, and that's what they've been making for bloody years. They've finally come out with something brand new. They've never strayed away from those original bikes, apart from changing colours and all that kind of stuff that we've seen coming into Australia. But they've now brought out this bloody adventure bike, or so-called adventure bike. And what this is about is I want to have a talk about it, see what you guys think. You know, is this possibly a cheap Aussie adventure bike? So a level entry. Now, if you own a KTM or a BMW or whatever, any of those other fancy bloody bikes, or that's what shows in your eyes, don't look at this video, skip through it, because it'll only hurt you. This bike, I believe, is very similar to what the DR650 is. You know, it's a utilitarian type of bike, very simple. And soon as I seen it, and that was even before it turned up here in Australia, I've been bloody looking at it and watching all the videos, and of course it's all over in India, all the reviews and all that kind of stuff. But the minute that I saw this bike, I went, poof, that just instantly appealed to me. So I want to run through a few things, I'll end up doing a comparison with the DR650, even though they are, you know, it's a 650 as opposed to a 411cc. So I'm going to bring you over and we'll run through a few things. Actually, before we get into that, I'll just run through a few little things, and that is, so remember, this is a cheap level entry motorcycle. So if you don't have many dollars and you want to get into adventure motorcycle, dual sport motorcycle type things, basically if you want to get off onto the dirt roads and tracks, you don't have a lot of money, is the Himalayan an option? I'll also get into, at the moment you can't get a used one. We know with the DR650 you'll pay brand new for 2017 $8,990. The Himalayan is going for $6,990. That's all government charges, that's right away. They're actually offering, and a full tank of petrol. So that's $2,000. Now I know that you can get a decent DR650 secondhand with not a huge amount of miles on it, and you'll pay between, you know, $5,000, $6,000. Now let's say we go to the top end of it and say $6,000. That's $2,000 cheaper. So if you look at the Himalayan, or the Himalaya, oh geez, I'm getting so confused now. take $2,000 off that. You know, and this is obviously all on the proviso that they do sell a lot of them. They do end up having the second-hand ones, which they will, and of course they do turn out being reliable and all that kind of stuff. Take $2,000 off that. That's 3,990 $. Alright, scratch that. My mathematical skills isn't that good, but you're not listening to me for my mathematical skills. So it was $3,000 off the DR650's buy price. So it would be $3,990 to buy a second-hand Himalayan, which, oh my God, you know, that's doable for a lot of people. Not everybody, obviously. It depends on what part of life you are and what's going on. But the other thing with the Himalayan, which we'll get into, is that it doesn't seem like you're going to have to do too much to it to really get it ready to just jump on and go. Look, anybody can spin this shit any which way they want. Because a DR650, you can just jump on it and go. You know, there are a few bits and pieces, like, you need to add a bloody bash plate and bits and pieces like that, but essentially you could just jump on it and away you go. Alright, let's go over and have a look at the bloody the stats of this thing. Alright, so let's get the shit stuff out of the way. Well, the stuff that what we're going to talk about is going to kind of like keep it to the side. If you can hear some noise, that's Nay. She's in the woodshed and she's sanding wood. Alright, so the first thing is, it's a brand new bike. It's not proven reliability wise or anything like that, so we just can't bloody talk about that. The other thing is spare parts. You're going to be fairly limited where you can get them. There's not hundreds and thousands of bloody shops around the country that actually have them sitting on the shelf that you can walk into the store and bloody get it. You're not going to find that with this particular bike. Also, another thing is that there's just no aftermarket parts for it. But I don't believe you're going to need much in the way of aftermarket stuff. There is one little thing I will quickly mention, is the oil cover on the bike is up here behind the front wheel. And it's just sitting there exposed. It needs, I would think, I'm no expert, but you'd want to put a shield over that. So that's really about it. Apart from, one other thing in that is that it's a 411cc. Here in Australia, you know, we travel long bloody distances. What is it like on the highway? And I've had mixed reports from, you know, there's plenty of, if you jump on YouTube, there's heaps of people doing reviews on it and all the whiz-bang flash ones. And then there's the everyday, you know, guys over there that are doing reviews. And it's very hard to, I don't know, get a real sense of what it's like on the highway. You know, doing 100, 110, can you do that all day on these bikes comfortably? One thing I can say is that with the Royal Enfield, we all know about, you know, the bullets and all that, the vibrations are just crazy in those things. The Himalayan apparently doesn't have that characteristic, which is a good thing. Alright, so what I've done is I've listed everything. So we know it's a 400cc. I'm going to do this in the comparison of the DR650, because everybody knows what the DR650 looks like. You've most probably been around one, so you've got a picture of what size the bike is and all that kind of stuff. And I'm really surprised how not much of a difference between the two bikes is, apart from obviously the engine size. So these things here are all about the Himalayan, and these on the sides is what I've done with the DR. So this is the DR650 things. So the length of the bike, it's 2,190 millimeters. Now I'm not going to convert this out for the Americans. You know what a DR650 is, and you're going to see that there's bugger all bloody difference. The DR650 is 2,255, so it's only 65 millimeters shorter. And you'll see up here, so there, from that mark there, that's how much shorter it is in length. The the width of the bike. So the Himalayan is actually shorter, or is more narrow. So it's 840 millimeters as opposed to 865. So you've got 25 mil, basically my thumb. That's how much the difference is there. We've got the height. Now the height of the Himalayan is 1,360 millimeters, but the DR is only 1,195. The difference there is purely the windshield. So it's the windshield that's making the Himalayan look taller. That's it. There's basically not much of a difference. We'll get into the engine part in a minute. So what do we got here? Ground clearance. So 220 millimeters ground clearance from the bottom of the bike to the ground, and the DR 650 is 265. So you've got 45. So from that mark to there, that's the only difference. So obviously the DR's got more ground clearance, but it's only by about that much, not a huge amount. The seat height. Now this, obviously the Himalayan was made with the people in India, and they are shorter people than Australians, Americans, who are UK people, whatever. Generally they're a shorter person. So the seat height on this is 800 millimeters, whereas the DR is 885. So you've got that much of a difference. So if you're a short person, someone like Nay, I'm 6 foot. Nay's she's 5 foot 6.5 inches. I reckon this bike would be bloody perfect for her. Really, really good. So you got that. What else have we got? We've got the wheelbase 1465 as opposed to 1498. Obviously, a little bit whatever. Talking crap. Now the weight. So a DR 650 weighs 166 kilograms. The Himalayan weighs 182. So it's 16 kilograms heavier. Now, I don't know whether it's more low down or compared to the DR650. If that's the case, that's going to be a better thing. I don't know, but it is a heavier bike. They're both 5-speed. The DR650 tank is 13 litres if you don't have a safari tank on it. But the Himalayan has 15 litres in it. So you've got an extra 2 litres in that. Now obviously, the bloody DR650 is 644cc as opposed to 411. Now, the Himalayan, when I looked at all the stats online, they gave you the horsepower and the torque, but the DR650 in my manual doesn't mention it. And when I go online, like to bikesales.com.au, on the Himalayan it gave you all that, but the DR650 they don't give you that. So I had to get onto forums, and so I'm hoping this information is fairly well right. So you're getting 24.5 brake horsepower on the Himalayan, and obviously we're getting 46 horsepower. Now, I know you're there. The rocket scientists are going, but that's not to the back wheel, or that's the bloody this or that. I don't care. It's just two numbers. Obviously the DR650 has more power. It's a bigger engine. The torque I thought was quite interesting. So the Himalayan has 32 Newton meters, or whatever the hell Newton meters of torque, and the DR650 has 33 Newton meters of torque. So they're very close there, and that's one thing I like about the DR650. It's got that good torque. It doesn't matter what gear you're in. If you're chugging and you say, let's go, what I do, come on Max, let's go, I'm not going to bother changing down. He goes, okay Mark, let's do it, and away he goes. So I'm presuming the Himalayan's going to be very much the same. Now as for wheels, exactly the same as the DR650. So you've got, what do we got? So you've got the 21 inch on the front and the 17 on the back. So what those Dunlop ones that I run, those exact Dunlop tyres that I've got on the DR650, I can take them off there and put them on there. The specs for it are all exactly the same. They're both Both bikes are air cooled. There's no radiator on them for the water or anything like that, which is something that I, if you've ever spoke to me off bloody camera, I go, oh, it's got bloody water cooled on it. Oh, no. It is just a carburetor like the bloody DR650, which I kind of like. And this is where, when you own something, you kind of spin shit the way that you want to spin it, And I go, well, if something happens to the bloody carby, at least I can pull it apart on the side of the track and fix it. But if it's got fuel injection, I can't bloody do anything. I'm buggered. I've got bloody Harry the Boulevard. He's fuel injecting. I've never had a bloody problem with it. Anyway. Brakes, so they've both got the disc brakes, front and back. I mean, basically, they're very, very similar bikes, except the engine capacity. Now, where I think this bike really kind of like, for me, standing out, obviously it was the look that grabbed me first. I hope I'm not babbling on. I am. Doesn't matter. When I look at this, and from what I've seen, and when I look at what I've done to my DR650 to kind of like get it adventure ready for what I was doing, and a lot of it you just start whacking on extra bits and pieces just for the bloody hell of it. But this thing's already got a windscreen. It's got a windscreen. The seat is not that typical DR650 bloody, fucking hard board thing. It looks a really comfortable seat with the pillion thing there. Any bike that has that, where it's that back part, that always seems to make a big difference. But if it's just a straight one like that, that's when you need it to be quite broad and whatever. So, you're not going to have to change out, like a $600 bloody seat. They've got these bloody side rack things on here. You've got your racks like you do on the DR650. This bike looks like I could do what I would do with Max. I just push it over and you just pick it back up and not a problem. This bike seems to be the same. If you've got a KLR 650 with all the fairings and any of those bikes that have a lot of that plastic bloody stuff on them, you don't want to tip them over, because as soon as you tip them over, they bloody cracks this and cracks that, and then you've got to go and pay bloody hundreds of dollars just to replace that shit. There you go. What do you reckon? Am I talking porky pies? I think it's bloody awesome. My only biggest thing, if it was for me, is this bike, they talk about how you sit on it and you're sitting in the bike, you're not sitting on the bike. I've seen, and because when I'm looking at it from over in India, because they're shorter, you don't get a real sense. And there was one video that I spotted from, it was one of the new bikes that came in and they were off-road on it, and it was only a very small bloody clip. But as he went past and I was pausing it, trying to get it, and it kind of like looked like he was, crunched up in it. So it'd be interesting. I don't know. So for tall people, I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not. Do you think I should go down to Melbourne, to Royal Enfield, go and bloody jump on one, maybe give it a test ride? I don't know. Is it worth the bloody effort? I don't know. Let me know. So there you go, guys. It's a cheap bloody bike, and this instrument thing, that's pretty bloody flash. So you've got your speedo, your tacho, obviously all your park lights, neutrals, all that kind of stuff. You've actually got a fuel gauge on the bloody thing. Can you believe it? And they've gone and put in a digital compass, which is that's wank. I don't really think that's important at all. I think it's just jazzy looking, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty bloody cool. That shit's all over a DR650. I think it's got stuff like got all your trip meters and your temperature bullshit. There you go. All right, guys, I'm not going to bloody crap on anymore. We'll call it quits there. Let me know. What do you guys think of that bike? Have you even seen it or looked at it, checked it out? And what do you reckon? Should I go down? Me and Nate will bloody go down to Melbourne and jump on one, and we'll even video it for you. All right, back to the man cave. Hang on, guys. Sorry, I just wanted to mention a couple of other things. This bike already comes with a bash plate or skid pan, whatever the hell you want to call it. The front shocks are your standard bloody, what do you call them? I don't know. The standard shocks. on the rear, which is something that the Royal Enfields haven't done, and it's got the monoshock. So it's got a monoshock on the back there with your, your linkage bullshit. So from the point of getting this ready to go for a trip or something for a week or whatever, where you wanted to put some bags on it, I think you'd only have to add some type of pannier rack there so you can whack your bags over it. I've seen them where they have those, those plastic big round things that just hook straight onto that. And the other thing would be maybe bark busters or something for your handlebars, but that's about it. And obviously this, I didn't mention, it comes in snowflake, I think, and granite. If you take away the bullshit, it comes in black and it comes in white. Cool, back to the man cave. All right, guys, so now we'll head out with Jax and go and do that bloody drone footage stuff. All right, guys, so we've got Jax from Posty Notes. You've seen her on Facebook and stuff. And we've brought the drones out. I've just put mine away. You can hear that bloody buzzing noise. There's a drone up there.
She's watching you.
There it is. And Jax is all the way over there, controlling it. So we've brought her out to the what do you call it, the old drag line stuff, and this bloody crane thing. Whew. Makes a bit of dust when it lands. There's Jax.
Hello.
So you've got a Phantom
4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hers is more special than mine.
Yeah. Because I'm more special.
Yeah, well, that's it, exactly. Well, not a bad location to do it.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Beautiful weather, no wind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great flying.
All right, so now we're going to head to the old, I don't know, old mining settlement thing. It's disclosed. Yeah, it's closed down, so might be able to fly over that, and then we'll head into Malden and show Jax around there.
Beauty.
Cool. All right, guys, so we've pulled up at the Malden train station. Got a train ready to take off. The girls have gone in here. Ah! Oh, that's cool. This is like on the movies.
Yeah, never getting old. It's the Harry Potter thing. Yeah.
What's that? Oh, a little drinking fountain.
I don't think it works.
Cornish pasties?
Doesn't open. Oh, they said
so
there's
our
no toilet.
plan is to have a look at this. This leaves in about 15 minutes. We're going to head down the road, and then Jax is going to get a drone out and hopefully get some footage of it coming.
Oh, I so want one. I could live on a train.
As long as you had a book, you'd be sweet.
As long as I got a book, I'm good to go.
Alright guys, we'll see you further on. Alright, we've come about a bloody, I don't know, a cave from the station. Jack's going to get her drone. You can just hear it. So it's, oh, quick, get the bloody drone up. Yeah, you can hear it moving. Coming over your shoulder, Jax. Yeah, really good with that big screen, isn't it? Here it comes. So the idea is not to crash the drone into the train.
Please don't do that.
Bloody awesome! Nay's been crapping on the whole bloody time going, I want to go on the train!
That is magic! I love it!
So it comes from Malden, and it does a trip to Castlemaine. I don't know how far it might be 20k or something like that, that's a guess. So it goes to Castlemaine and then back here. So we might come on a weekday and jump on with all the old grey nomads. How'd you go, Jax?
Yep.
Got it?
Shot.
Got the money shot?
Absolutely.
Excellent. So we've just rocked up at the town of Malden. It's an old historic town. Oop, get myself bloody run over here. It's a proper town, still functions and everything, but yeah, it's under heritage classification. Oh, geez, I'm looking around for cars going to run me over. I should get off the road. So we're going to go and have a cup of coffee. Go and have a cup of coffee and then head back to Bendigo. So back to Man Cave. All right, guys, I said we'll go back to the Man Cave, but we're not. Jax has, it's a bandaged bear. A bandaged bear that she's been taking away and it's taking around the world. She's going to explain what the hell it's all about.
So this is Scarlett. Scarlett is a bandaged bear from Westmead Hospital in Sydney. And so Scarlett, it goes on an adventure, and then at the end of her adventure we produce a book, and the book and the bear go to one of the sick children in Westmead Hospital. So as part of the bear ride for Survive the Ride. So Scarlett has been with me for about 18 months, but then she got kidnapped and taken to Alaska with the other postie riders, Todd and Chantel. And after 6 months of adventures over in Alaska and America, she was posted home with all of her bits and pieces. And next month she will be going to be adopted by one of the children.
Bloody awesome! Cool. All right, now we're going to do a bit of drone flying around this big bloody thing up here. The beehive, gold mine, something, I don't know. But anyway, see you back at the Man Cave. No mucking around, let's head straight into the stickers. Okay, so a sticker from France. Here's the sticker. Horizons Unlimited. Most guys should know about it. I certainly know about it, and I've actually got a sticker in the Man Cave of that up in there. Now, I've got a bit of a write up here. Get me short lookers on. Hello, Mark. And he spelt it with a C, not a K, but that's all right, I don't care. It's awesome being able to send you stickers for your Man Cave. Similarly, I also have a DR650 and a Man Cave at the opposite side of the earth. There you go, that's my sticker from Horizons Unlimited, a website for overland travels, the best resource on the web to plan a round the world trip. I reckon you should also stick it in the centre of the world map, as it is available to all of us. As you would say, keep on doing the videos and I will keep on writing, promise. Cheers, mate. Rob from France. Bloody ripper, Rob. Thanks, mate. And yeah, I reckon that's awesome. That will definitely go straight in there, which we'll do right now. There you go, guys. That's the sticker right in the middle representing all of us. And it's been graciously sent to us from France. Bloody good on you, Rob. Thanks, mate. All right, sticker number 2 has come from North Wales. Have a write-up, and there is the sticker. So the Dragon Rally. And of course we have a write-up. All right. Hello, Mark and Nabe. First, a big thank you for all your hard work in putting out videos every week. Anyway, here's a sticker for the world map. It's from the this year's Dragon Rally, the 56th one organised by, and I'm going to pronounce this, Conway Motorcycle Club. It's there you go, it's CONYW, which to me doesn't really, I couldn't do that to bloody get on Google, and it's Conway motorcycle held in the North Wales, UK. It was cold, wet and muddy. We had a great time. All the best for the future. Onion and Bev, Swansea, UK. I'm bad at bloody accents, but there you go. All right, let's get this sticker up. All right, so there's the sticker there. Look at that, cool as. And it's come from North Wales, so obviously that one there is, oh, hang on, can I see it? Where are you? There. That one there is the UK, and North Wales is about over there. So we use that same peg. Hopefully you won't mind me doing that. Thanks heaps, Onion and Bev. Cool. All right, so the last sticker we've got, and it's come in a big bloody parcel thing. It's come from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Now, what was in it was a sticker. And look at it. Ready? Are you ready for this? That is cool. You'll understand what that sticker's about as I read the letter. But also in there was this. Oh, can you see it? So it's a tote bag. And it's Goats on Roof, Old Country Market, Coombs, BC, Canada. Hopefully you saw that. Yep. Cool. So the letter reads, Mark and Nay, hello from Vancouver. Love your channel. I get a lot of chuckles and great ideas from your website and get a real kick out of your enthusiasm, sense of adventure and inventiveness. Here on the west coast of British Columbia, we have pretty mild winters and usually can ride 12 months a year, although some of those months can be pretty wet. The sticker and shopping bag come from Vancouver Island, a ferry ride of about 1.5 hours from the mainland. There's some good riding over there. There's good riding everywhere in British Columbia. And one popular spot is Coombs, in particular the Old Country Market. The main building has a sod roof with a bunch of goats living on it. Loads of tourists stop by to take pictures. I'm not sure if anyone has ever snapped a pic of one of the critters taking a crap over the edge, but it makes for a great logo. Keep on riding, Dave Ryle. Ryle. I'm hopeless. Thanks, Dave. That's bloody awesome. Now, I'll give you a shot to show you where that is. So we're heading, I've already put in a mark, so that mark there is Vancouver, British Columbia, Vancouver in Canada, and the island that he's talking about, that's the Vancouver Island. We'll back the sticker up. There we go, a goat shitting off a roof. Bloody brilliant. Thanks heaps, Dave. Whoops, bloody hell, nearly forgot. Back to the man cave. Righto, let's go and check out Jax's bloody great little setup for a postie on the back of the van. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you a little thing that Jax has got. Where's Jax? Jax is bloody gone. She's pissed off on me. On her van, this is what she travels around in, and she's got Eenie, the little postie bike, the Honda CT110. What she's had mounted is a rack and roll. You guys have most probably already seen them, heard about them. I thought I'd just have a bit of a look and show you guys as well. I'm going to go and find Jax and we'll get some info. All right, Jax, so you've got this rack and roll.
Yes.
It's 100% Australian owned.
Yep.
Leroy's the man.
Leroy is the man. He did the right thing by me. He's, he just took all the measurements and sent them off to Queensland. He sent it down by courier and we put it together like a Meccano set. And it was brilliant. Every single bolt was marked. It was idiot proof. So it was really brilliant.
Excellent. Now, the thing is you paid for that out of your own hard-earned money.
Absolutely.
This is not a sponsorship?
It's not a sponsorship. It's, none of this trip is, so...
All right, so this is it. Rack and roll. Basically, it hooks on to your tow ball or tow bar system. Comes out there like that, and it looks really precarious. But as long as your tow bar thing
Not
at the back,
precarious at all.
no, that's it. Yeah.
Solid as a rock.
So as long as you're rated for the weight of this rack and roll and the weight of your bike, you're all sweet. And you're a testament to this obviously working. It's still sitting there, isn't it?
Absolutely. 4 months later, yes.
Yeah.
Hasn't moved an inch.
Whereas on my Jeep, Nay's jumping out of the way. On the Jeep, because the Jeep's got a unibody frame, not a chassis, this is only rated for 114 kilograms pushing down on that tow bar. So a postie bike is what?
90 kilos?
Yeah, 100 kilos. Plus the weight of that rack, I just couldn't do that. I'd have to sell the Jeep and I ain't going to do that. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to try and see if I can load Eenie up onto that rack by myself. Then what Jax does is that if she's got someone there, we'll have the two people putting it on. And then if she's got nobody, because she's out in the middle of bloody nowhere, she has the jack strap, which will show you how that works, and she can do it by herself. Alright, so here we go. We've got to grab the little ramp, pull this out. Pull that out of there. That in there, I won't worry about that, that'll be sweet. So that's good, that locks that in there. Now see if I can get it on. Oh, it's the opposite side.
Yeah.
Alright, Lee, here we go. Oh, piece of piss. Ah! Easy as. Cool. Now to get her off. Him. So obviously we won't show the two of us doing it, we'll just get straight into that jack strap because obviously that's pretty easy. Alright guys, so this is that jack strap. I've seen this actually on Facebook and some old guy who's made it. It's just a pulley system, you can lift stuff up and down. And so what we've got, Jax has set it all up. Basically, she's just got it hooked on there. She's needed a little bit of extra length, so she's added this bit on there. Now she's going to show us how it's going to work. So as you're pulling that, is that breaking up the other end?
Yes.
So it comes up, and then when you let go, it automatically is braking so it doesn't run away. So it's a bit of a, you know, got to set it up a little bit, but if you can't put this on by yourself, and it's only you, this is pretty bloody great idea. Voila, she's on.
Now for the bit you didn't show us.
Now, yeah, Nay was saying that I didn't show when I put it up there. How does it rest? So, oh, right, there you go. So it's just grabbed, put that on there, and now that's freestanding. Bloody fantastic, Jax. Well, there you go, guys. So that's the rack and roll using that jack pulley bloody system. Crazy. All right, so here it is. It's all tied down. All the straps are on. It is, I call that Mark Victor rock solid. There's the ramp, nicely tucked. It just bloody slides in there, it pops down, and you put those in. Really simple. Bloody good stuff, Jax. Now, here's Jax's sticker board. This is the mobile sticker board.
It's the very beginning of my sticker board.
All right. Keep on riding. Good stuff. All right, guys, back to the man cave. All right, guys, let's grab Nay, jump in Bruce, and head out and get some bloody pellets. All right, guys, so I was saying to Nay, I need a bit of footage to put in for this Tuesday night in the man cave. And she goes, oh, I don't have a bloody section. Well, I think she does. What do you reckon? So she's been wanting a pallet to be able to do some more bloody stuff. So what we're doing is we're going to drive to Bunnings, which is what we're doing right now, and we're going to go and pick up a pallet, and we thought we'd bring you along so you can see how we do that. All right, we'll see you at Bunnings. Oh, and we've got the dog with us. All right, guys, so we're here at Bunnings, and hopefully we've got, oh, check that out. Is that enough pellets for you, baby?
Oh, that's a couple. Yeah, like it.
Beautiful. Let's get ourselves a pallet.
What are you doing? Poor little nose is so confused. Oh, she's pooping.
All right, baby, have you made a selection?
I have.
couple of pieces of wood up here, which I must have.
Yep.
And the big long ones, because, you know, we're going on the roof, so I want it to be
Of course,
hard
we
for
didn't
you.
bring the trailer, so you want heaps.
Yeah, them, and if I can, I'd like that too, but I understand if I can't take that much.
All right, we'll see what we can do.
Bloody beautiful. We'll just strap that down and we should be right to go. We'll go the back way home. Yeah, I reckon that works. Beautiful. All right, done deal. She's tied down. Just got to find the bloody dog. Where's the dog? Ah. Well, there you go, guys. That's another Tuesday night in the man cave, done and dusted. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, just keep on keeping on.